Welcome, hero. I'm so glad you could join me. It's honestly been too long. You never call and you never write. A villain like me gets really lonely. So lonely, in fact, that I had to take to kidnapping a few civilians just to keep me company. Have you met them? Here, say hello. This one's name is, well, to be honest, I don't really know any of their names. I mean, why bother learning any of their names when they probably aren't going to be alive for much longer, right? Unless you play nice to me in my demands to save them, of course. And I'm sure you'll save them, right? I mean, you're such a goody two-shoes hero with a perfect track record. A hero like you always saves everyone. No wonder why everyone's a fan. Even me, actually. I don't suppose I can get an autograph. Maybe you could shake my hand or something? Or maybe we could just take a picture together. It'll be just like one of those meet and greets you always do. Oh, but I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad host. Can I offer you anything to drink? Tea? Coffee? I know you might be a little bit suspicious of my drinks I offer because I poisoned the water supply 5 times now, but if there's anything I can get you, don't be afraid to ask. I'm sorry. I'm afraid Let the Hostages Go isn't a beverage I'm familiar with. But if you like, I could go check and see if they have any at the store. But you don't look like you're one to be letting me get away anytime soon. To be honest, I like that actually. I like that a lot. You're really dedicated to your job. You're honestly a real hero. No nonsense and all business. I made the right choice in picking you as my arch-nemesis. I can call you that, right? Can't I? Arch-nemesis? I honestly like to think that we're on those kinds of familiar terms. I mean, we're practically married. We've been doing this for ages. I kidnap some people, plant a few bombs somewhere, maybe the Golden Gate Bridge, maybe the canal, but never the same place twice. I like to change it up after all. And then you come swooping in to save the day. Everyone goes home happy, and I get locked up until I escape again. Rinse and repeat. Like I said, I made the right choice in picking you as my arch-nemesis. You do think of me as your arch-nemesis, right? I mean, who else could it be? You were the first hero who ever stopped me. You popped my supervillain cherry. You've got to take responsibility, right? So, I am your arch-nemesis, right? I hope you don't think of that stupid poser Skullface to be your arch-nemesis. They're not a real villain. I mean, you've heard their backstory, right? I do evil because I just want to watch the world burn, blah, blah, blah. What a joke. What a cop-out. That's such a lazy excuse for motivation. Doing evil just for the sake of it? Please, get yourself a real backstory. Besides, the whole some people just want to watch the world burn trope has been done to death already. A real arch-nemesis, a real villain, should be a lot more like me. Interesting, multi-dimensional, just evil enough to be the villain, but just sympathetic enough to be fascinating. I have an untreatable disease that leaves me in constant pain, so I hurt others so I don't have to feel alone. So I don't feel like I'm the only one suffering. So I don't feel like fate singled me out and said, hey you, screw you in particular. You don't get to be a normal person or have a normal life or have a shot of happiness. Now that is a much better backstory than that stupid Skullface's. A real villain should always be a bit of a victim themselves. And I'm a victim. A shame that I'm the one person you can't save. Not even the media cares about me all that much. I do all the greatest crimes more than any other villain. I steal the greatest treasures. I do way more damage than any other villain. I even brought down the electrical grid one time. But the media only ever goes on about those other posers like stupid Skullface. All because they always steal credit for my crimes. And the media just gobbles it right up. I honestly can't take it. There really is no place for me. No one cares for me. I mean, except for you. You always have taken me seriously ever since I was a small fry. You've always treated me like a serious threat. You were even always telling the other heroes who laughed at me to take me more seriously that I am a true menace, that I am a real villain. And I am a real villain. I really do love that about you, you know? I really meant it when I said I was a fan. Heck, I'd even really like an autograph. There's honestly so much I'd like from you, honestly. The only wish I have in life other than to get rid of this unbearable disease is it's to be with you. Which brings me to my demands. I propose a deal. I'll let these hostages go, and they can go back to their lives. Or lack thereof. I honestly don't really care. And in return, you have to go on a date with me. Come on, it will be great. I promise I'll put a lid on the whole villainy for this one. I won't do anything bad. No stealing, no arson, no kidnapping. Well, okay, I might kidnap you if you stand me up. But other than that, I'll be a goody two-shoes just like you. And I won't kill anyone unless Skullface shows up anyway. But this'll be like a break without actually taking a break from you. I know you're too hardworking to actually cut yourself any real slack and to take a real vacation. Even though you could really use one. But this'll be like a vacation you do to save the hostages. So it's kind of like work. So, what do you say? And just as a bit of a warning, I already planted explosive chips in the neck of the hostages that I can detonate remotely, so you should really take me up on my offer. I mean, you want to save everyone, right? You always do. And who knows, maybe this time you might even save me.